All right. Aries and Smile, we fine. Okay, well, first of all, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. Congratulations, first of all, on your debut album.
Thank
How
you.
does it feel knowing that your first album comes out tomorrow and you have legendary Stevie Wonder on it? What kind of flex is that?
It feels really great. I mean, I feel like it was meant to be just because we're such good friends and we've done a show together. So I was just really, really. I think I've been manifesting this for a couple of years, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. So now that it's finally happened, and I'm it's epic for me, and I feel very accomplished because he saw something in me musically to be a part of my project, which is an honor. So I am very fortunate and blessed to have that, to have him on the song.
How did that actual collaboration come about?
Well, we had been speaking because he was originally supposed to be writing a song for me. We were kind of working on some stuff over the quarantine, and I had been working on my music. And he was like, I was like, well, I got a song I want you to hear, and I've worked on it. And typically, when I do certain songs, I kind of send him the lyrics back and forth to kind of see how he feels about it, see what he thinks, because he's like one of the best songwriters ever of all time. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna see what he thinks, and if and he kind of gives me a place to grow from, and really has been inspiring. So he heard something, and he liked it, and he was just like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sing some back, and I was like, yes. So I'm just happy he liked it. It meant a lot. It definitely reassured me that I'm going in the right direction from an artist standpoint and from just a project standpoint. So that was just amazing. And that's how, I mean, it was so simple. We could only really do it over the phone, just because of the time we're in right now. And, people are finally now starting to get out and travel, but it was just basically over the phone.
Awesome. That's dope. Okay, now can we expect a visual for Toxic?
The visual, yes, the visual drops tonight at
Okay.
11 p.m. So the album drops tomorrow, and the visual, everybody can go online and see it on YouTube at 11 p.m.
Okay, at 11 p.m. Now, Grimy is the jam. Did you expect all the buzz behind Grimy when you released that?
Um, I didn't. I was hoping that it was going to impact people just because it meant so much to me to finally have a record where I was just being real, real. And not, you say things in songs sometimes and it's a little bit censored. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be censored. I want to be censored. I want to say it. I want to say it. I feel like people will respect you for being real and be honest and just putting yourself out there, and that's pretty much what I did. And I'm actually surprised because Grimy is one of my favorite songs just because I feel like I was really speaking from a real place that I feel like most women in general, people in general, like you meet grimy people, you think they change all the time, and you think they're one way with somebody else and they're gonna be another way with you just because of you, and then you come to find out they just treat everybody
They
bad.
just grimy.
So I'm like, you ain't no different. I ain't no different from the next person. So it's like, you got the lightning in the bottle and you didn't know how to treat it, and now I'm gone. So that's I'm that's dope that everybody like this song the way
Because
they
we
do.
used to everybody's been dealing with grimy people during this. Why did you name your title, your album Mood Ring?
Um, because I wanted to give like variations, so that I could be versatile. And I feel like for me and for women in the industry get boxed in a lot. They think because we do R&B, we just supposed to give you R&B love songs all the time. And that's not even the case, which is where Grammy kind of came about. I'm like, you know what? I could be different. I could talk mess. Dudes talk mess. I want to speak on how I feel. And Moon Ring is just one of those records where I want to show the toxic side, the vulnerable side, the confident side, and just give people different elements of me from even a genre perspective, because it's a cohesive album, but I have songs you would consider to be the R&B, maybe a little pop, a little hip hop, and I'm just excited because I wanted to create the variations of a relationship too, the different things you go through. It's so many ups and downs and moments and stages that happen in a relationship, and I just wanted to express all those.
Talk to us about the development of the project and what goals that you had when you set out to do your first non-holiday album.
You said my first holiday album or not?
Non holiday album.
Ah, honestly, one of my main goals is to make sure it was relatable. Make sure it locks you in like a vibe and kind of kept you in a certain space. I wanted something that you could like clean up to, ride to, chill to, whatever you were doing. I kind of wanted it to fit into the format of that, and I think that and just touch from a place that was more personal to me, because I feel like when you do things just for the art of it, rather than I just want to make cool songs and I want to sell, you connect more with people when you do that. So that was one of my main some of my main goals. And I feel like if you can create a bop that's relatable, that people can ride to and cook to and eat to, if you like in there, and then they can say that's my life. And I kept saying it's like, if people ain't saying that's my life when they listen to my songs, it's like, what are you doing? So I'm like, those are my main goals I set for myself.
If you had to sell the album with two songs, what would they be and why?
If I had to sell the album with two songs, I would choose one, Act Out, which is a record, was kind of one of the first records into the journey of what I'm doing, and I would choose Mood Ring. I would choose those two records because Act Out is like, I feel like when I created that record, I really wanted to push the limits of saying, "Hey, I'm vulnerable. You hurt me. I want you to feel what I feel." And love will make you do crazy things. I think people always try to make it seem like they have a higher level. They're so controlled. Oh, I would never do that. I would never do that. But it's like you don't necessarily know what you will or won't do when you really, really care for somebody. And I feel like that's something that everybody, even if they don't really want to say it, they be like, yeah. Oh, I thought about doing that. I thought about pulling up on him. Because everybody thinks about that. And I feel like that was my moment to really like put it out there and be like, okay, be that voice. And those moments that make you really want to act out and do things you don't normally do. And then with my other song, Moon Rings, that's really like the anthem for the album, because it's just basically saying, each day I'm different. I don't really live by anybody else's rules. I'm doing me. I don't apologize for it. It's just about being unapologetic, and like, you do what you want, you live your life on your terms, whatever you feel, and this is what it is. And people mad because they follow these rules and try to live up to other people's expectations, and they just get mad because you just living your own life and just doing what you do, and you proud of it. So I think those two records would kind of set the tone for the direction that I kind of took things into with the project.
Okay, you released Lean on Me earlier this year with Brandon Lewis and Jessica Ray. That's a great cover that you all did. How did that come about?
We got in the studio. We didn't even really know we were going to really do something together, but we said that during this time it was just so important to like um, be unified as artists, as Black artists with the Black label. I feel like that was important, and we got together and we made it cool. We made it super fun and unique, and well, we felt like we got to stand together, and music is one of the things that heal people, and I feel like it was just Bill Withers was a great tribute, a great song to cover.
How did you get your start in music?
Um, I got 106 in Park. They came to Memphis. Pat Charles, like my official, like when I was like, yes, like Pat Charles came to Memphis. He was auditioning artists. I was doing shows around the city, and one of my friends was like, Pat Charles is coming to a club here. You need to come. And I was like, I was actually too late for the submission, but my friend was like, "I'm gonna get you in there." I was like the last person. It was like 40 people. I was like, "Man, this is a lot of people. He's gonna be tired by the time by the time he leaves." But he ended up picking a male singer, female singer, in two groups, and I was the female singer, and it was just a great opportunity. That was when I went to 106 in Park. That's when it really, really dawned on me, like, wow, this is what I want to do with my life. So,
Okay. How have you been dealing with the pandemic, and have you discovered any new talents while we've been away?
to be honest, I'm used to traveling. I'm not gonna lie, so it's been a little like, but it's been eye opening because I think I've been able to think more than I've been, because I'm not gonna say I wasn't thinking before. I was, but it's like now I get to think about things from a deeper perspective. Even creatively, I can really sit down and work on things. And honestly, it allowed me to decompress and really kind of think about directionally where I want to go next and what I want to do and how I want to be portrayed as an artist. And during this time, I actually started painting. So I was like,
Okay.
when I learned how to paint. And I was like, man, being locked up in the house will make you do some interesting stuff. You'll start getting all types of, oh, let me try this. So I saw something and I was looking online and I said, you know what? I think I like that. I want to do that. And I ended up I just literally went and bought the stuff and did it. And I was like, and my friend was like, what the? He's like, what the? He was like, he was like, you literally just killed it. And I was like, man, it scared me. How am I good at this?
Have you
And
kept
so
doing
it's
it?
like to discover. Yeah, I've literally been doing it ever since, and now people are like,
Okay.
let me buy one, and I'm like, I'm not, I'm not, I don't know yet.
Yep. Art show coming next.
I was like, and I was kind of scared because one of my friends is having an art show here in Memphis. He's like, I'm gonna put some of your stuff in my art show. I was like, okay. I was like, link it to my album and just the vibes that I feel from the colors in my head, and I'm able to really put that out there. So that's really dope. I actually enjoy it a lot.
Okay, okay, I'm here for it. Okay, so with the 2020 election coming up, what are your hopes for the election? What are your hopes for just whatever is to come in this world we live in here?
I feel like, for one thing, I want the way we treat each other to get better. I think that us as a people need to really, really treat each other, just even within the black communities. I feel like it's important that we treat each other like we're worth more and support one another. I think that's important. And with the election, I mean, I'm I'm for people who for me.
Right.
So, and people can vote for whoever they want to, but my hope for this country is that it's in a better position, and not just from just that, but female rights, what we do with our bodies, all that's important. That comes into play with how the next 4 years is going to go for our community. So it's so much at stake, and the country is just such a horrible, emotional mess. I want us to be able to get out of that put somebody in office who cares about us as a people, who cares about our country. Because to be honest, with the way they handled the pandemic overseas, like it's better there. You know what I'm saying? They did what they needed to do.
I say
You
it
know,
all the time. And here we
and it's
are.
like I'm like, what they doing over there? Like, we're not doing that here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's so many opportunities here, so much money in America. We live really well here, better than people overseas live. And I feel like if they locked it down and they were able to do that, then we should be able to do that for our own country. And
Yeah.
you know, it's just so much needs to change. And I think that in order to change things from from the lower levels, you got to make sure you're voting the right people in office, because it's like a domino effect. You can't expect this person is in office because of this person. This person is in office because of that person, and everybody getting out there and voting is going to make a difference, because every vote matters. From who you vote for, your governors, your mayors, everything makes a difference in the way our community and our country is shaped. So hopefully everybody recognizes the importance, including the younger people. If you're 18, vote, because we're the ones
Hmm.
not voting. So so it's like vote, because them 80-year-old people are voting.
They out there.
Canes and all that. So I'm like, we need to get out there and do what we need to do, because we're the future. So they're the future.
I agree. What are Porcelan's top five R&B albums?
My top five. Oh crap. I like, honestly, I listen to hip hop too. My top five R&B albums. Good gosh, that I wasn't prepared for, because I'm horrible with
You
names.
can throw hip hop in there if you want.
Uh, I love I love Drake. Never Was the Same. I'm a bit of an old school fan, because I listen to it. It's gonna be so far to the left, because it's the Soul album. But Bobby Womack's Greatest Hits. I love that album. I grew up listening to it as a kid. Um, um, I love Destiny's Child album, Writings on the Wall. That's a really great album. My friend
Mm-hmm.
hates me listening to it, but I love it. I love it. I listen back over and over and over
Classic.
again. Classic for sure. I love Rihanna's album Loud. That's actually, I feel like the album for her that really transitioned her style to a more mainstream level. But I also like it because I model myself after her, when it comes to how diverse she is. Because when I heard that album, I was like, oh, this is pop, this is hip hop, this is trap, this is so many different vibes that I really, really, really enjoy. Um, how many did I
You
say?
said four. You got one more.
Okay. Oh, oh, oh gosh. It's a Michael Jackson album, and I'm finna get cursed out because I don't know. Somebody, comment and tell me the name of this album. If you my friend, if you out here, you know what album I'm talking about. Let's see. Crap, Michael Jackson. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's not. I like the the album with Thriller on it. I think the album is called Thriller, but um, it's definitely one of Michael Jackson's earlier first albums, because I love Michael Jackson all day, every day. So he's a vibe. He's like still the number one artist in the world. So don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I like that album.
Who are some of your influence, both musically, professionally, and life?
Um, in life, one of my major influences, music. In music, I love Rihanna. I love Michelle Obama. Is a great influence because she's just a boss all the way around, just because of how she's able to have her own. Sometimes when you're in the light of your husband, or you're, having to be the wife,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really form your own identity, and she took that and she made something of her own into it. It's like she,
Yes.
sold millions on her book, and she's just a really really positive example for, I feel like, black women really shaping their careers outside of what their husbands do. It's like she supported him, but she's like, look, I'm me, I'm gonna step up to the front, I'm gonna show who I am, and I really respect it. um Another influence of mine who I really, really love is Regina King. I love her as an actress. She's freaking phenomenal. She kills it. And I'm always watching what she does just because she's incredible to me. She's one of like my top favorite actresses in the business. And that Watchmen was cold. She was cold. So I love I love it. I love her. And then I met her before. Her spirit is freaking amazing. She's so humble and just such a cool person just in general. And I feel like, it's great when you can be famous and be talented and still have a really humble spirit. And I like her spirit and her energy. So I really love her. Um, and you said five?
No, I didn't say a number. I just said name some. You can name as many as you want.
I'm like, and this person, and this person, and this person.
So
I was
crazy
like, how
though.
many? But
No,
yeah,
that's
they
funny.
really influenced me. I mean, I'm always happy when I see black women killing it. And I feel like so many, like Issa Rae, there's so many black women that are trailblazing right now. It's just exciting to watch. And you're like, just kill
Hmm.
it. Cause I can come in and I can kill it. And then the girls after me can come in and they can kill it.
Yes.
So it's really exciting.
What can your fans expect from you next,
They can
besides the art show?
I don't know when it's coming. We go. Well, it's like, wait, let me master this first. Go over there and start randomly painting. I'm like, okay, all right. They can expect. I was watching the cipher on what is it? I'm
The hip
crazy.
hop
BET,
awards.
yeah. I was watching the cipher, and the R&B cipher was amazing.
Hmm.
I was blown away because it's like, oh, y'all thought they was just singers. They coming out here rapping. And I definitely want to do more of that. I feel like they definitely kind of opened the door for that because it's like I always say, well, I can rap too. I can rap too. I was like, I can rap too. It's like, no, you're singer. You sing songs, you sing ballads. That's what you do. You sing. So I'm like, after seeing that, I was going to do it, but I was like a little like, I don't know. I don't know if how it's going people gonna feel. And it's like after seeing that, it was like, yes, Brandy, yes, Erica Badu, yes, her, yes, Tiana. I'm like, okay, now I'm finna come out with, now I'm finna do it. Now I'm finna do it.
Okay then.
So they can expect a little bit of that, and just me getting more in my bag with everything. And yeah.
What is a career goal for you?
Um, a career goal for me would be to not only create myself in a sense of being a great artist, but also as a mogul, as a full out brand. I feel like that's where I want to be. I want to act. I want to be multifaceted, get into like creating my line. I'm into holistic products. So that's a goal of mine too. Just to really, really be able to branch out and just be a businesswoman in general. That is a major, major goal. Cause I feel like, you know, millionaires got like 7 sources of income. So I'm like, hey, I want to be this, like have all my businesses and be good at them and inspire other young women to want to do the same thing. So that's a goal for me.
Okay, okay. I see you getting it. Your energy is so good, and I love the way that you speak about other people's success. So I hope that that gets returned back to you, and I feel like it will. So
Thank
Um,
you.
Before we wrap, let's play a quick word association game with Mood Ring. When I say a title, tell us the first word that comes to your mind. Okay, we got five of them, six of them. All right, no bum.
Um, one word, broke.
In a rush.
Shoot, slow, slow. Uh, God,
Okay, give us a couple words. So,
I'm like, it's just one more word. Um, go.
this is not the first
Okay.
word, first thing that comes to mind, just in general.
Oh, okay, cool. Take my time. See that?
You wanted to get that out bad.
Yeah, I was like, take my time. Yeah,
Okay, grimy.
dirty, low down, low down. Just, mm.
Okay, toxic.
Unhealthy.
That was easy. OnlyFans.
What was it?
OnlyFans.
Um, income.
Well, I like it. I like it. Is there anything else that you want to leave with your fans? Where can they find you? What platforms are you on? What's your social media?
They can follow me. I'm on Instagram a lot, but I'm on Twitter a lot as well,
I
and I'm
heard
on
your
Facebook.
Twitter. I heard your Twitter tweeter.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. At Porcelain Music, Porcelan. They can find me on there, and I'm on Instagram a lot. So if you want to get information and updates and when the album drops, and just check out what I'm doing, that's Porcelan music.
All right, so we got the video for Toxic coming out tonight at 11. We got the album Mood Ring dropping tomorrow.
Yes.
We got the art that's going to be coming, and then we got the holistic line coming up. We got it all coming
The last two I don't have dates for, but
to
everything,
be announced.
everything, yeah, everything else we in there tomorrow and tonight.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's all I have. I don't know if any of your fans have any questions in here, but if not, we can go ahead and wrap it up. I thank you so much for, as you see, this is natural form that we're in today. So I appreciate you for taking the time and for speaking with us. And we just genuinely wish you all the success at UrbanBridgez. We really, really are looking forward to your career and everything that you're going to do and flourish into.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I enjoyed this.
Good. We'll definitely be talking back to you soon. We'll be checking in, so don't worry.
Okay, definitely. All
Alrighty, thank you
right.
so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.